one. Wait, I don't want this one. Wait, what? Choose it. Oh wait, maybe this one. Yeah, this is more of a vibe. Hi! Welcome! It is the Sunday, 1st of March, 2026. Does that date have a specific meaning? Absolutely not. I just said it out loud. Just in case you don't know what day it is. Just in case you didn't know what day of the week it was. Hi, it's me. Wait. Happy Sunday. You'll notice if you looked at the original waiting room that wait, my mic is low. You'll notice if you looked at the waiting room that I moved it from like 3:30 to 7 PST. And if you are wondering why, you'll see it this week. Ominous, I know. I'm so ominous. Also, in theory, there's other stuff you can be excited about this week if it comes in on time. But I hope you guys had an amazing time yesterday / like the day before yesterday. Also, if you weren't aware and you didn't watch, yesterday / the day before was Yui's birthday. I hope that you had a lot of fun with them. They were like, I feel like the birthday celebration this year was super hype, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Not that last year's wasn't hype, because I literally think that like the funniest clip of my entire career was literally during Yui's stream last year. I like genuinely think that. Like, I genuinely think me playing Silly Seal was like the most entertaining thing I'll ever do, and nothing will ever top that. Like, that was kind of insane. But this year was also really fun. And I hope that you enjoyed all the music. I spent so many hours mixing for that concert. It was insane. But it was worth it. It was really pretty. I loved everyone's voices. The concert was amazing. Wasn't Yui amazing with her mocap that she did for the mocap that she did for her 3D concert, also for her solos, was really cute. Yui is so cute. I especially really liked, I know that like the main song of the night was Rolling Girl, but my favorite was A New Start. I actually did the harm guides for Drop Pop Candy and Phony and A New Start and Rolling Girl, and I recorded harms for Touch, which I was in, and My My Tonight, which I was also in. I also recorded, you wouldn't know this because I turned the levels down, but I also did I actually recorded the harms for I also recorded the harms for the Kawaii Kute Gomen that Yui and Hio did, because I was like, oh, there's a harm line here and it's not that bad. I'll just record it and turn the level low. Which was really funny. Overall, it's just so catchy. I know, right? I like, what you call? I remember. So, like, back when that song came out, I DM'd Yui immediately. Well, before it even came out, actually. It was, in the premiere for it, because, Tak does, like, trailers for his songs. I DM'd it to Yui and I said, this song has baking in it. You should check it out. And she was like, okay. And then as soon as it came out, I DM'd it to her and I went, Yui, look! It's so cute! I was like, it would be an amazing cover from you, especially since it fits your theme. And then she eventually liked it a lot, and then she ended up doing it for her birthday. I think it was a perfect fit for her, like, sort of voice. It's like light, fluffy, bouncy. I think she's really good at, like, rhythm and syncopation, so I think it also really fit that part of her voice well too. What is it called? I also like what do you call? I love like the little guys. I think like the animation and art for it was just really cute. I think Hazel really cooked with that. actually Yui coded? It did. It was. I feel like that's like those type of music that really suits her voice a lot. Though I also really like when she gets to sing a little bit more in her chest voice. I always tell her she needs to do it more, and then she's like, I don't know, Toka. I'm always like, well, you should just try it. You know? Like when she did for Rolling Girl, like I think her voice sounded really powerful in Rolling Girl, and I was like, I think you should sing and like do more stuff with that part of your voice, because I think it's really powerful when you do. The dancing ghosts were the cutest thing I've ever seen. I know, right? I'm so excited to use it as my Fugi. I think it's such an iconic Fugi. Did you guys know that the person who did the animation for the dance and the ghosts and the main art is Hazel, who is in the chat right now? Everyone should say amazing work, Hazel, because I think that the like animation and everything was just really phenomenal, especially like the outfit for Yui for the actual dance. I thought it was amazing. It was so cute. I love like the like way that it was like tailored to like fit her color scheme and everything instead of just copying the original. I thought it was great. Like, I think that's one of my favorite parts of like the what do you call it's one of my favorite things about covers is when like people are able to like get the art sort of tailored to fit their design and concept and stuff. Like, I always think that those like little details are like really, really amazing. Like, especially like I always think about this with my monitoring best friends remix. Hazel did the cookie animation for Let Me Too, right? Yes, he did that. He also did the the whole animation for my anniversary cover of monitoring best friend remix. Wishing, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Thank you. He also did this animation. He did both of my alert animations. He did my the little dance animation. He also did like Toka Friend the back one, that one. He also did the the Tatarist dance that Lemmy did for her cover. It was, I think his animations are always amazing, and I like that part of the like customization of like just the little details, you know? Like if you look at like Yui and I's covers of monitoring, you'll notice that our outfits are slightly different, and that there are little details of like our designs on things like the phone cases as well, which I always think that that type of stuff is like so cool. Penny, I need to get like, stop that! You're a really phenomenal animator. Guys, if you didn't know this, Penny like last stream did a like, how does she do it? Like she did a an animation stream where like she showcased how she does animation, and it was so good. The little Benny falling from the sky, I literally thought it looked like you were like it looks like something I would see from like a professional animation studio, the way that you did that. It was so good. You do phenomenal animation work, and I also love your coloring. I always tell Penny this, because I genuinely think Penny has an amazing eye for color. Like, I have really bad color sense. It's like a one of like my most like lowest IQ points of my brain is understanding color. I don't fucking understand color. I just know when I don't like something, and that's really not that much information because then I don't know how to fix it, which is not good. Like, it'd be fine if like I didn't really understand how to start off with colors, but then like once I figured out I didn't like something, I knew how to change it for the better. But I don't know anything, you know? Like, Penny always is really good with like doing like the coloring as well as like rendering. Like, I don't understand rendering. I just have a blending tool and a dream, you know? I also like that Penny has a really nice painterly more like style. Like, it's very like, I like the texture of it. It's very textured in a way that I really enjoy. I also like recently it was so funny. If you guys like if you guys saw, Penny did this ASMR with like, and I DM'd her. I was like, I didn't realize that I was like, I thought that you forgot to draw the hands, because it was like Mr. Scrumples was like working on something. And it like the little Scrumple hand was like on a mouse and stuff, and like the other Scrumple hand was on a keyboard. And I like literally thought that the blue part of Mr. Scrumple's hands was like an extra part of like a sleeve. And I was like, did Penny forget to draw hands? Because like, was this intentional? And then I looked closer and I realized it was actually Mr. Scrumple's. And that's why the hands looked like nubs and or sleeves. That's Mr. Scrumple's. Which makes sense, actually, a lot for Penny. I think normally she draws a Monsieur Scrumpel in, like, the ASMR thumbnails. It was the same with, like... Which one was it? It was so funny. Wait. Where's my page? Humid. Ow! Ouchie! How come this is one of my smartest friends like talk? What do you read? I am not. I am not. I think maybe I guess I'm a professional person, but I'm not. I'm not very funny and I'm not very smart. What was it? It was this was so funny to me. So like, there is like another like Mr. Scrumple's like ASMR that you did, and I literally like didn't realize he was driving a car. And it literally is stop looking at the road and look at me instead. I literally thought he was just like hanging out and like leaning on something until I looked closer and realized that he was driving you somewhere. Like that's why you're looking at the road. I'm so fucking stupid, guys. I like never can like understand what Mr. Scrumples is doing. It's really a problem. But what is it called? I over the last 2 days, oh my goodness, I've been telling myself, you know, like I've gotta lock in. I keep telling myself I'm gonna do that. I'm like, I've gotta lock in, bro. He is quite the what? Amorphous? Is that a word? Amorphous? Or are you trying to say anthropomorphic? Anthropomorphic. Amorphous? What does that mean? Oh, with amorphous. Oh, amorphous. There we go. Okay, yes. Amorphous is a word. Without a clearly defined shape or form. Yes, that's true. He is a blob. He's just a shape. I want to get better at drawing like simple symbol art. Does that make sense when I say that? Like not as in like my designs aren't simple, because like all of my mascot designs are pretty simple. I mean, the Crybaby is just a sheep with devil horns, devil fangs, and a freaking circular gem on the chest, which theoretically is supposed to give the vibe of like a bell. You know how sheeps wear bells, but I don't think it does. I think it just looks like I superimposed a circle on top of him, which is fine. Which is fine. It's not a bad thing. I also like theoretically made it so that like his design is supposed to be color shiftable. Like you can change the gem color to be customizable. And then I like never draw him like you can customize the gem on the chest, which is fine. That's also fine, I guess. But like the what do you call, like I want to be able to do like simple smiley faces, you know, like something about the way that Lemmy and Penny and like all of my IRL friends who do design and art and stuff, like they all can like do like they'll like make a shape and then it's like already something, you know, like they'll be like dot to dot smiley face 2 strokes and it's like a recognizable thing. My brain doesn't work that smart. I like cannot conceptualize how people do that. And then every time I draw like dot dot smile, I literally think it looks ugly as sin. Like I'm like, how do you get so much character in just 2 dots in a line? Like so many artists are able to do that, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like what happened with my brain setting? How did you do that? How did you do that? My brain setting doesn't work like that. How did you do that? I'm fucking stupid. What? Like I don't understand it. And I want to, because I think that, like, people who, especially people who can draw like cute little blobby things and like cute little guys, I think that's like the coolest shit ever. Yeah, like that. Like literally that like shape. Every time I draw something like that, I'm like, this feels really wrong, and I don't know why. It's like, I'm like, am I overthinking this? Am I just like not understanding shape language? Like, why does mine look like literal trash on the floor, and then like Lemmy will like do the same thing and it'll look like literally the cutest shit I've ever seen in my life? Like, is it the distance between where the eyes and the mouth are? Like, what is my brain not computing that like everyone else's brain is computing? Like, cause like, you know, so I wasn't good at taking tests as a kid. Because I'm really bad with, like, I have really bad test anxiety. And I also am not that smart. And so I would take tests, and then the thing is, for someone who's extremely stupid and had horrible grades in school, I like also finish tests like really fast. And I can't tell if it's because I'm so dumb that I don't need to spend more time on it, or if I'm overtly too confident about the fact that if I go faster, I'll stop overthinking things. But I would get to the end of the test, and then I would like I would draw like cats and smiley faces, and then I would like write a note, and I'd be like, so sorry that the answers to this test are wrong. I already know that they are. And then I would turn my stupid ass test in. Because you, like, especially if you're not the brightest kid, you know, you don't want to be the first one done with the test. So you, like, sit there, or at least I didn't want to. Because, can you imagine how conceited I would look as someone who would have, like, generally, like, a B to, like, D average in the school? I get up first from my test, and I'm like, tucks my hair behind my ear. I'm already done. Slams it on the desk for the teacher. And then like all the actual smart kids would look at me and be like, does she think she's like good? Like, does she think she's good? Like I didn't want to come off wrong. So I would like finish my test first, probably because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and then I would wait until a couple of the smart kids turned in the test, and then I would go up and turn my test in, because I didn't want to turn it in too early. I didn't want to give off the vibe that I was like really intelligent or something, because I never was. Even when I would be in a class where I would have like a higher like grade than other courses, like in English, I would normally have like, surprisingly, because I'm actually like pretty bad at grammar, but in English I always had like an A, and so that was like always my best course other than my art courses. My best course was English, which is very theater kid core of me. And what was always crazy to me was like I would do phenomenally well on written work, like, but then like if they did like a test where they'd be like, fix this grammar, like spell this word, and I would get like a D minus. Oh, it was crazy. And I would be like, I'm supposed to be good at it, as I like shake my paper, want to rip it in half. I'm supposed to be good at this, and I never was. Like, and my teachers would always tell me that too. They'd be like, you're really good at creating good substance. It's a shame about everything else. Because I was so, even when I was in graduate school, oh my god, I was so bad at grammar still. I never got any better. And like, I would always end up with like, then like, thank gosh, you know, we've advanced enough to have like blue squiggle lines, you know, where they're like, this is not how this is supposed to work. And I'm like, damn, you right? Because I don't know. And then like I would also get what do you call I would also always get called out in graduate school about like, they'd be like, you're like really not speaking with confidence in your paper. And I always would say to my teachers when they would tell me that, I'd be like, well, I just don't know. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I'd be like, well, I know I'm supposed to defend my point, and I do think that I'm right. So, to clarify, I'm pretty sure that I'm right, and I don't think that I'm wrong. But also, I don't want to sound like I think I'm right. Like, cause what if I'm wrong? Like, I'm completely open to the fact that what I'm defending right now could be 100% wrong. I don't know if I ain't no genius, you know? And then they'd be like, but you've done the research to defend your statement. And I was always like, I mean, yeah, but like, hey, things can change. You know, we used to think it was okay to line the walls with lead, and then that was wrong. So, like, anyone can be confident about something. You know, we used to think that you could just like drink certain substances that were like literally toxic, and people were like, this is fine, but then it wasn't, you know? Like, I always think that's funny. Like, they would always be like, you need more confidence. I don't know about that. I think I just don't need to. I think I can just say, you know, this is my thought. I think. I can't believe you're not speaking with confidence, because you always do whenever we hang out and I ask you for advice. I think I'm great at giving advice. I don't know if I think I'm good at, like, being smart. What is it? I feel like I'm very, like, I'm very, street smart, I guess? I don't know. Like, what's the right word for it? Like, emotionally intelligent, not actually intelligent. Like, weren't you in the IB or something? I was not. I actually wanted to be in IB theater, but like, my my teacher told me I couldn't be in IB theater because he was like, Toka, I know that you love theater and you want to be in the IB theater course, but I really don't think you should be. And I was like, what? Why? And he was like, because then you're gonna have to write to an IB level standard. And I was like, oh. But then when I was in our classes, because of the school I was in, there wasn't enough slots to do like an IB theater class that's like on top of the other theater course we took. So if you were in IB theater, basically all it did was that your homework was different, but we were still in the same course. But my teacher was like, but you know, since you want to be in IB theater, let me just assign you the same assignments, but you just won't be graded on the same scale. Which was so fucking stupid. So I ended up doing more homework anyway, it's just he graded me on the normal scale for it. Like, and like... It was always crazy because like the other kids who were also not in IB theater were in the same class as me. They would get the normal assignment and then they wouldn't have to do the extra work that I was doing. And the thing is, it barely affected my grade because he graded it the same way anyway. It was so funny. That teacher was so funny to me. IB is easy, it's just time consuming. And God, the hell is because you have to do this. Generally was the same as the normal curriculum. Yeah, it's just a bunch of work and the scale of grading is so different. I never understood that. But I had a lot of friends who were in full IB because my friends were all very smart and went to nice smart kids schools. And I went to a school that was not for smart kids and it was for theater. And I became mini smart going to that school. Hahaha. Not really. Not actually though. When I went to theater school, I will tell you, one of the main things I first thought was, well, because I went to one that wasn't prestigious, you know, like, because, like, there are very prestigious schools in America for musical theater. Not ones I could get into with my grade point average. Even if I was super talented, I would definitely not be a contender with my stupid-ass grade point average, I'll tell you that. My grade point average in school was so mediocre, and, like, and that's one of the things I always think is very interesting about like some of the top universities in America for theater. Is like, I'm almost like, why do you still also consider like general GPA point average stuff? Because in my head I'm like, it's not like those people are gonna use that shit. Like, yeah, they're gonna have to take the general courses that are required of being in a university, but like those grades and that stuff isn't a part of their specialty. So like, what is the point? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even need to, like, care? What did they do? They care a lot. Because I have a couple of friends who, like, went to really prestigious universities for theater as well. And they were all kids that had, like, straight A's or they were full IB. And they don't use any of those skills anymore. They just use the skills they got from being in theater courses. So I just don't understand why they even consider it. I'm sure that there are very talented kids who don't get to have, like, amazing education and the connections that it gives to you because their grade point averages is slower. And like, that's total, like, I don't think I am, because I never really thought that I was like a genius at my stuff. Like if I was a genius at my stuff, I wouldn't I'd probably not be a VTuber. If I was phenomenally good at musical theater, I do not think I would be a VTuber. I definitely don't think I'd be a VTuber. I think I would actually be doing theater. But hey, what can you do? What is it called? There was like a song by Sushi Sose, I think is the way you say the name. And they like wrote this song called Average, and I was like, oh my god, most relatable song I've ever fucking heard. Like, what do you call? And then you know what? There's nothing wrong with being average. I had to come to terms with that. I love Average. Oh my god, I love that. I mean, me too. It's such a great song. I like, what do you call? I came to terms with that as like I got older. It was like, not that I'm old. Not that I'm old. I came to terms with it when I was getting older. Even though I'm not old, that like being an average person and not being extremely excelled at any particular thing, like, this isn't a sign of like incompetence or like that you're not like an amazing person. It's like just there are people who are gifted or have a penchant for things, and that's like fine, you know. I'm not there yet, bro. I'm still trying to be better than everyone else. I think it takes time, I think, to like get to that point. When I was younger, I really, really wanted to be like on Broadway, and I wanted to be like a phenomenal actor and dancer and singer. But I kind of accepted very young that I would never be a phenomenal dancer, because I took dance classes from like preschool. I was in dance until I was in the 1st grade, and I quit because I hated the teacher I had. And then I took dance again from like the 6th grade until I graduated college. And I was never phenomenal at it. And there are people who are so gifted. Like they and not in like a if you just practice more way. Like they just like their body language sings differently to just someone who practices to be good. Does that make sense? Like, I was never someone who like was naturally had that flourish, you know? Like there are some dancers where like you can tell like it's living in their body, the way that they're dancing. Like they have these amazing flourishes they add to things. Their extensions are like just masterfully long. Their lines are beautiful, and they move in a way that never feels awkward. And like, even though I took all this time to train, I never got like, I always felt I looked awkward, even when I tried my best to be like fluent and have like the same amount of extensions or the same amount of XYZ. Like, I never got to a point where I would consider that I actively was a good dancer, because I never had that like natural, like beautiful understanding of like that extra touch, you know, like that like extra ingredient you add to something to make it like beautiful art on the stage. You know what I mean? It was honestly sometimes the same I felt with acting. It was like, I wasn't a bad actor, but I wasn't a good actor. Like I didn't have that extra touch of like emotional capacity that a lot of what I consider the best actors to have are. Like you have like, because there are actors, you know, like, oh, one of my teachers always told me that I'm great at presenting, but not like, but it, like she could always tell that it was like presented. It wasn't like emotional. And so that's why, and she was like, it's because you're guarded. And I was like, okay, I didn't ask for free therapy, okay? She was like, it's because you're a guarded person. I was like, I didn't ask to be read today on this very class, but thank you for that. She's like, if you open your heart center more. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not in a therapy session right now. Why are you talking to me like this? Our teachers are like that. They love saying shit like that. Like, okay, miss, I didn't ask. But I was never able to do that. It's like with like Kana Arima in Oshinoko, where like her talent as a kid was like a girl who was able to cry at the touch of a hat. Oh my god. No matter how hard I tried in theater, I could never cry on stage. And I like I blame my Asian upbringing for it. 100% I do. I 1000% blame my Asian upbringing on on my inability to cry for the stage. But like I like literally like it was always so funny because then they'd be like, well, can you at least like make it seem like you're trying to hold back tears? And I'd be like, sure, I'll do that. That'll be my that's gonna be my other option. I'll make it more like perform the look of like perform the look and the sound of someone who's withholding instead of someone who's expressing, which some people say they think is actually more interesting to watch than just crying. Don't you have tear sticks? Tear sticks are like more for film than they are for like theater. Because the thing about film is like the reason they have those for film is because like it's supposed to be for film you have to be able to produce the same result for every shot and they need multiple shots. In order to like piece it together for like the whole filmography shit. So it's like having the accuracy be the same in every shot is really important, but for stage you're just supposed to do it. And what was like, and there's a lot of different ways that you can approach that. Like Uta Hagen always says emotional recall is the best way to go about it. I could not for the life of me figure out how to do emotional recall. Like Uta Hagen is literally like revered for that style of acting. Fuck if I understand it. And I hated Meisner. And Stanislavski was pretty good, but I was never like great at, I think, executing that. As an emotional recall, you like remember a traumatic moment, and it's supposed to like trigger you to have the same emotional reaction. And like that doesn't happen to me, I'll tell you that. I think it's about how my brain processes things. When a bad thing happens, I go, oh, that really sucks ass, and then I move on. And like, even if I like hold it with me, I don't hold it in the same emotional regard. Now, I didn't have an Asian upbringing and I still don't cry. That's fine. I think that people should only cry when they feel like crying. I like, what do you call? Just think about how much you love your friends, that'll make you cry. I don't think that would ever make me cry. I used to have crying competitions with my friends. It's like a staring contest, but the next level. That's pretty iconic, actually. What do you call? I was never good at that. Like, I think the only times I've really cried in the last couple of years was literally like, I cried during my donathon last year because I was very overwhelmed. With thankfulness, but also with like, oh my god, I was so relieved. Oh my god, I was so relieved when it was all over. I was like, oh, thank god I don't have to think about this anymore. Oh, it was beautiful. I was like, because I had spent like months working on it, and then when it was finally done, I was like, oh, thank fucking god. Oh, and I was like, I'm never gonna do this to myself ever again. Joke's on me. That was a fucking lie, and you'll find out in April. I really was like, I'm never gonna do that to myself ever again. And I immediately started doing it to myself again after the fact. What can you say? Hypocrisy, hypocrisy. I'm a hypocrite. What can I say? I used to have crime, but like what was? I'm trying to read the comment below it, and I started reading them above it. Thankfully, I've been saving $3.50. You really don't have to do that, but thank you. I hope that you guys will like it this year. Now I have to actually lock in on it more. Because I was locking in on Yui's stuff, and now I have to lock in on my own shit. Which isn't amazing. I don't really want to do that, but I will. Because I want to do it. But also, I want to just read fanfiction and lie on my bed. You know? I think about that all the time. I'm like, what would I do with my life if I didn't have VTubing? Like, I would get home from work and then like, what the fuck? I would just read. I would just read fanfiction until nighttime. Like, Like what would I do without VTubing to like have a plan for my day? It'd be so disorganized. Like, cause like the way that like what fandom? Oh, so many fandoms. I don't read Warrior Cat fanfiction anymore, but I read a lot of it growing up. You could not stop me from reading Warrior Cat fanfiction when I was growing up. Oh my god, the amount of Hollyleaf fanfiction I read. My type A Warrior Cat queen, Hollyleaf, and the way that like she like especially with like with rewrites. Oh my god, there were so many good rewrites for her because I still think it's so fucked up that she didn't get a power and that she had that whole emotional arc. Like that's so fucked up. I can't believe they did that to my girl. But nowadays I read Supercorp, I read Wen Claire, and I also have been reading a lot of Robin and Raven fanfiction too recently. But the three main ones I read nowadays are those. For some reason, I've never been like huge on reading fanfiction about my favorite animes, which is really weird. Like, for some reason, like, I never get as much into the fanfiction for an anime as I do for like a Flesh Person show. And I don't even have to fully watch the Flesh Person show. Were you ever into Katadora? Yes, I was! I love She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. It's an amazing show. I never really read the fanfiction though. It's like the same thing with like, which is weird because like I read Robin and Raven fanfiction and somehow that's not weird to me, like in my brain. But like fanfiction for cartoons and anime never clicked the same way. But I love Catra and Adora. I think they're a phenomenal ship. And their story is so heartbreaking too. The way that it was like so painful to like watch like every time that they would have a conflict, I was always like, that is so freaking fucked up. It like was so painful to watch, you know? Oh, you know what also I read fanfiction of is I read fanfiction of Jade and Tori from Victorious because I'm a nerd. When I was growing up, I read a lot of Faberry fanfiction from Glee, and also Marley and Kitty fanfiction, and Santana and Brittany fanfiction. And then, for a while, I also read a lot of Pearl fanfiction from SU, but, like, not a lot in the same way. And, like... Oh, I used to also read My Little Pony fanfiction when I was younger, but not anymore. But I used to read a bunch of, stuff about Luna, because Luna was my favorite. Like, I would read, like, very, like fanfiction that was about, like... her emotional state and like coming back from the moon. Jade and Tori from Victorious is crazy. How are they crazy? It's enemies to lovers peak. I love enemies to lovers. And also I love one of my favorite, Princess Luna. One of my favorite like, who's your MLP OTP? I don't actually ship them that much together. Weirdly enough. Like, I don't really ship the ponies together. But I love them as friends. It's been more Flutterdash recently with the increase of art that I've been seeing. Yeah, I mean, if I had to, like, pick people to be together, I feel like... No, it's just crazy that you're reading Victorious fanfiction in 2026. You know... I mean, it's also the same with, like, how I still do once in a while read Buffy the Vampire fanfiction. And it's 2026, and Buffy the Vampire came out in, like, the late 90s / early 2000s was, like, when it was in. So, like, you know... I read old stuff, you know? Thank God at least I'm not reading fanfiction about Shakespeare characters, I'll tell you that. At least I'm not reading self-insert One Direction fanfiction. Because that would also be interesting if I was doing that, but I'm not. What do you call? I mean, I guess, like, one of the ships I had actually for MLP was I used to ship Twilight Sparkle and Sunset Shimmer, but like as humans. Oh, also, I like I do sometimes still read Rev Star fanfiction, and also there's like depending on if I'm in the mood, I'll also read what is their ship name? I just call them like Nico and Carolina or Carolina. Like I forget what it was. Like, was it Nico Lina was what they called it or something? It's from the Runaways, which is another superhero show. It's a group of like ragtag kids who like run away from home, and it's like very dramatic. But Nico and Carolina was like really, really good. Like, it's just like my favorite trope. It's like I love like the dark shadowy girl and the ball of sunshine character. Like that's one of my favorite ships. Like the dynamics is like the sunshine girl and the dark girl, which I'm pretty sure you can tell from like everything I've said about all of the character fanfiction I read. I mean, it's even like how and even in the Buffy thing, like I do read Willow and Tara, but I also more often than not end up reading like Buffy and Faith fanfiction. Because I remember when I was watching the show when I was growing up, I was like, Buffy and Faith should kiss. Buffy and Faith is awesome. I also will read like Faith and Willow because I also like the dark girl and the nerd. I also think that's an amazing trope. Like the dark goth girl and the nerd. That is so cute. I also love cheerleader and nerd. Oh my god, that is so good. The cheerleader vibe and the nerd, and then she has to stand up to her popular friends. Oh! It writes itself. It's beautiful. But I just have like a problem. That's probably why I think those things are really attractive. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And it's crazy too because like growing up, I didn't have crushes like that. Like I never like saw like a popular kid and I thought that they were cool for being popular. In fact, I normally when I saw popular kids thought to myself, who the fuck are you? Because I was always like, why do people know who you are? Like, what? Because you're on the sports team? Who gives a shit? Sports are lame. Versus like if someone was really cool and like a good dancer or singer in my school, I was always like, that is sick, bro. I think it's just my art brain. Like I can't conceptualize people being like, basketball player? That makes you automatically better than any theater dancer I've ever seen. What? What do you mean? How? Basketball's cool or whatever. It's my favorite, like, of the sports, you know, like, because in my head, popular should be someone, it doesn't matter, like, what they particularly do in their free time, but that they're, like, super chill and cool to hang out with, you know, like, they can vibe with anyone. Which I guess just describes a social butterfly, or like a particularly charismatic person. But like I always thought that was more cool, you know, someone with phenomenal social skills and kindness in their heart, that is popular to me. But also I don't know if I have the coolest taste on the block. I was I mean, I was a kid who, like, in middle school thought it was cool to wear a tie because I thought it was impressive that I could tie a tie. And I knew, like, 4 different knots. And to me, that was awesome. Like, I feel like there was a time where it was into wear, like, fake ties, but I was very like, huh, no, I can tie a real tie. Do I actually remember how to do it nowadays? I don't actually know. I haven't worn a tie in years. Like, but now I can, I mean, now I don't really need to because my style shifted a lot. Because when I was younger, I dressed more like tomboyish. Like when I was younger, I dressed more tomboyish. And then I grew up to become a lot more like, I dress a lot more feminine now as an adult. You could say it might be from having a complex, but I will never know. We'll never know, bro. I'll never fucking know. Actually, I do know, but, like, I don't think I'd want to fix it. I think the clothes look fine. I think it's part of why, like, my design is the way it is, where I wanted it to be, like, semi, like, more mask, but, like, still have, like, femininity to it. Like, I wanted it to have, like, a skirt instead of pants. Because there was a point where I had considered, oh, what if she wears, like, pants or, like, shorts? But then I was like, but that's not really the vibe. Like, I want to have like at least one more feminine like element to my outfit, which is why I have like that weird skirt that I wear that has like a belt for some reason. It's one of my favorite things about like my outfit design is like I have this skirt, right? But like I think about that all the time. It's like I have the skirt which has a very interesting belt on it. Which I don't think would work because like if you think about it, the belt like loops around, right? But then in the front it's held together by a chain and the chain is loose. So I don't really think it works as a belt because it's not tight and it's not fit and it's not looped. But it doesn't really matter because I'm a VTuber. But also I don't know how that would work. And like it has like a big like rip in it, right? And like it's tethered together by strings, but the strings don't necessarily hold it together because the material, when you look at it, is a pretty straight material. Like it's not a flowy really material. And then also it's like has very sharp jagged edges, which are just more for the visual. And then like it's one of those things I like think about my outfit all the time. I'm like, I don't know how this outfit makes any sense, but it looks cool. But I think that's a lot of VTuber outfits. I'm like, I don't think most VTuber outfits make any sense, but they look really cool. I think probably like the most sensible outfit in SVP is probably like Lemmy's outfit. Because like Lemmy's outfit is like very simple but has a lot of tiny details that make it look more like complex, even though it's like actually genuinely very simple, which I really appreciate. I mean, my design almost was a little bit more complicated, but then somebody and I had a talk and he was like, no, and I was like, okay. Not that I don't particularly care, so it's fine. Because I used to have like a leg, like in the original concept there was like a cool like crystal tier gem like sort of like leg garter that I originally had, which was really sick. And like the skirt, instead of having the strings on it, used to have like a sheer panel instead. And the sleeve, one of my sleeves had a zipper instead of all of them being like laced together. I also used to not like, I also originally didn't want shoes, but you know, that doesn't really matter. I mean, I still could take my shoes off, I just don't. Because you never see them anyway. But I originally wanted to be barefoot. I will say, oh my god, did you see Yui's foot? Did you guys see it? In her birthday design for her merch? Finally, no more hooves. A foot. Like, where is her thing? Wait, let me pull up the image on the website. Let me take a screenshot. So I don't know if I have the finished art. Wait, let me just like bring this here. And I used to like. Why is this not? Okay, wait. Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling? Can I just add this picture? Can I please just add this to OBS? What's happening? Please, I just want to add this to OBS. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why is everything popping up? Stop. There we go. This. You see her foot? It's out. It's just out there. You see that? It was like one of the first things I noticed, and I don't even like feet, but it's like in your face. Just saying. And then like look, like you guys are like right there. And she's like eating a strawberry and her tongue is out. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like insane? The strawberry bunny is in a very strategic position. I know, right? Ben must get the best seats in the house. Actually, for real, for real. It's amazing how Beam can be free nowadays. It is very peak. Look at that. Shiny knees, shiny skin. Beautiful art. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, like for her whole birthday set. So this is why I was like, I'm gonna get extra. I think I'm gonna buy more. Because I want more than one mug. Because what if I drop it on accident and it breaks? Like, look at that. And the coaster is so cute. And like, I'm a really big fan of the stickers too. I've considered getting 2 sets of the stickers. Just because I want to put one on like my water bottle. But I also like am afraid of not having them as like a collecting item. So I have considered getting 2 sets of stickers as well. Because I think the stickers are my favorite. I think the chibis are like adorable in like a way that I can't freaking understand. So I'm a really big fan. Everyone wants their own copy to look at. Ooh, you want it so bad. Actual true. Everyone wants it so bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me try again. Ooh, ooh. Wait. Ooh. Ooh. Very normal. I sometimes that just happens, you know? Happens to the best of us, I gotta say. Whoa, my wallet is itching to buy another. What is this sorcery? I know. What is it called? I'm waiting. I'm one of the people right now. I'm waiting for my paycheck to come in from my other job so that I can buy her merch. Mysteriously, money left in my wallet earlier this month buying some other things that I need for other stuff.
Thank you for the offering, Crybaby.
Thank you, Neo. Do something funny. Oh, okay. There you go. I don't know why whenever I think of something to do that's funny, I'm like, I should bark. But I also feel that way sometimes when I just randomly am like, I should just do something. Like, I just think you should just bark. Not a furry. Well, yeah, because it's a difference. There's a difference between feeling the animalistic urge to bark and being a furry. Being a furry means that you identify with an anthropomorphic form of an animal in which that you normally identify with because it is tailored toward your physical customizations of what you should think it should look like. Scooby, I'm sorry, 350. There's also nothing wrong with being a furry. I respect furries. I think anthropomorphic looking animals are cool. Have you ever seen one? Also, the suits are really amazing. I mean, have you seen? There are some that like literally they can blink now and have eyes that like look at you when you walk around. Oh, so you're an anther, you're just actual. I don't identify with being a dog! I'm a weird creature thing. I don't know what my creature is. I mean, it's a diamond, but like, do I know why I chose to look like this? Not really. I just wanted certain features and then threw them on this model. Like, diamonds don't actually have like a particular lore in like Greek mythology to how they should look. I literally was just like, I really want ears that are attached to my eyebrows. And also, I would really like wings. And also, I really want a tail with like something weird at the end of it. Like something unique. And also, I really want horns. And then it happened. Like, really the model ended up, like my design came from me being like, you know what I want? To add this. Like I was just greed. My model was literally just greed. I was like, I want wings, I want tail, I want ears, I want horns, but I don't want to be a devil. And I don't want to be a devil, and I don't want to be a dragon. So I'm gonna find something else to call it. Buffalo Ice Princess origins, actually true. I still don't understand how he got buffalo. Aren't buffalo horns like really wide into the side? Or am I thinking of a different animal? But like, I remember when Levy's dad said that, I was like, buffalo? Like, I understand when people are like, cow. Not really, but I get it like 1% more. And like, I understand when someone sometimes, when people say like, devil, I'm like, I can kind of get it. But like, I don't really understand anything else. Part of also why I was like fine with like being a little bit more like devil-like looking was because I was like, I think there's like a humor in the fact that I'm very not like imp-like. Like, I'm not particularly mischievous. I'm not particularly like unsay-so in the smexy way. I'm not particularly cool, even though I love to wish I was. Which I thought was like a cool like a good dichotomy. Like, I think though my eyes always gravitate toward cooler designs because I just don't really feel like I'm cute. Like my voice, I feel like, doesn't really lean itself to that. Like, I could see myself looking like a little bit like, and I also just don't think I'm very elegant looking. Like, my voice doesn't really vibe, like, it's not very elegant. Like, if anything, I guess my design could have gone more like alt goth potentially, like a little more like rugged if I wanted to do anything else with it. Could have been a weird kind of tiefling. I still don't really understand what a tiefling is. You know, a lot of my IRL friends are really into D&D, and I never really got into it. I did one campaign once with my IRL friends that I never finished. And in that one, I was a rabbit. But I also didn't really like the experience because I kept feeling like everyone was talking over me, and like I got limited a lot into what I could do. Honestly, you have one of the nicest looking VTuber models out there. Thank you! That's so kind! Thank you! I'm happy with how it looks. So I'm happy that I was able to work with the designer and rig artist that I have. Especially because, like, one of my favorite things about VTuber models, when I look at rigs that I like a lot, are like head turns, and I really like the head turn that that Ransom gave me. Very happy with my level of head turn. I'm very happy with my mouth and my my face elements, because those were the main things I cared about the most when I sent in stuff to Ransom. Was I really wanted like an expressive face and good head turns, and I had like I had a Google Doc with like several links with like timestamps to different rig showcases and a bunch of notes, and I was really annoying because when I would ask for revisions, I would make a new Google Doc with screenshots and like with screenshots and circles. Like, I would circle something and then draw an arrow and then write the note about it, which I'm sure was very annoying to deal with. Yeah, Google Doc positive. Because I really wanted it to look a certain way. And I wasn't afraid of asking for revisions, because that's something I had to get over when I started VTubing, was like learning how to decide that you're just gonna say the revision that you want, because I feel like otherwise sometimes it's like, if you're gonna pay all this money, I mean, it should be a product that you enjoy, you know what I mean? Like, I always end up like being very particular and specific with my revisions, also for things that aren't VTubing, like, or things that aren't my like models, you know, like things like song stuff, art stuff. I'm sure I'm a nightmare, but also I'm very nice about it, so I don't think it's that bad. But I'm sure people would love it if I could just see the first draft and be like, that's perfect, does the okay sign, does not ask for any more revisions. I'm sure that is, well, a lot of people would probably prefer that. than less work, you know? I know I would if I took commissions. Thank God I don't. Like, what is it called? Though I do really wish that, like, I was, what'd you call? I do, like, wish that I was a, what do you call it? I was, like, good enough at a skill where I could take commissions for it. Like, I've always thought about that. Like, I would love it if I was good enough at something like graphic design to take commissions for it, or art, or if I was, like, good enough at, like, just in general, a lot of things where I could, like, actually monetize the skill. Because I don't think I'm, like, particularly good at any particular thing enough for a monetizable skill. Like, I take money if it's offered to me, but I don't do it, like, on a basis where I could get paid for it. Like I did the mascots and the gun design for Perry, but, like, and I got paid for it, but I didn't really, like, need that. And I also wasn't really comfortable with it, but that was fine. Because they wanted to pay me for my work, which is fine. That's very kind. And the compensation is cool. But I didn't really feel like the work I did was phenomenal enough to, like, get given compensation. Like, sometimes I look at it, those designs, and I'm like, what could I have done? Could I have done better? I think probably. Not like I think it's bad. It's just like, I wish that I had done better. What sort of things do you do to help the other girls with? I mean, I do, like, mixing, I do harm guides, I do art sometimes. I do video editing sometimes. But they're not particularly phenomenal. Like, I wouldn't say that they're at a skill level where I could price point it for someone, you know? Like, oh my god, especially not my mixing. Though, it was very kind that you guys liked, like, some of the mixing I did for Yui's concert. I feel like every time I listen back to a mix I've done, I hear, like, a mistake. Like, I'll be like, like, this level at this part is not good. Like, I should have fixed the leveling here. The timing isn't tight enough here. Like, the reverb's too high at this part. Like, this part isn't compressed enough. Like, mixing is something that I want to get a lot better at. And I practice it a lot, but I don't feel like I'm getting better, if that makes sense. Like, and that's, like, a really frustrating thing with art skills, isn't it? It's like, you'll hit a point where you're like, this is, like, serviceable, but it's not good. And I don't know what to do to particularly get better. Like, I think my mixing is fine for, like, a fun cover or, like, a concert. But I could never be like, I'm a mixer. Like, I'm good at mixing. Like, I would love to be, though. Especially because I don't really understand EQ enough. Like, EQ is so interesting to me. Like, when I read documents or, like, information about EQ in general, I'm always like, what are they hearing that I'm not hearing? Like, are my ears broken? Which sometimes I think they are, because, oh my god, like, I take forever to, like, tune in time, because I'm always like I'll tune something and I'll be like, this sounds like a little off, but I don't know whether it's more higher or more lower or what I could do to fix it, so I just fuck around and find out until it works. The same with timing. I'll be like, I don't really know how to make this better, and so I'll, like, fuck around until I find out, because fuck if I know how to make timing better. It's such an interesting skill. Like, I think people who are actual professional tune timers, I'm, like, in awe of them, because, like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, because, like, I can do it on a very mediocre beginner level, but, like, when I hear, like, a really good, like, timed acapella, I'm always like, how did you do that? Like, and it's such meticulous work, too. Like, I hate doing meticulous work because I'm very lazy. So it always takes forever. But, like, people who can do it quickly and with a meticulous level of skill, I'm always like, damn, you're crazy, bro. Like, especially, like, when a song is fast. Like, I'm like, whoa. Like, how did you do that? How did you make it sound so, like, bouncy? And a part of that is the EQ too, but it's also tune timing. Oh my god, like, EQ as well. When voices, like, really sparkle in a mix, I'm always like, how did you do that? Also with, like, levels. I'm really bad at leveling. So what ends up happening a lot is I will export and then I'll listen and I'll write notes about when it's like too loud, and then I go back and I fix it until it sounds better. And I do that a lot. Like, even though, like, if you ask Yui, all of my mixes that I sent to her were like version 1. They weren't actually version 1, I just labeled it version 1 because it's the first version without revisions from her. Because, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, also sometimes I feel like when I export stuff, the levels sound different than they do in the program to me, which I don't know if that's normal, but it does to me. Rina! Hi, Sleepyves! Hi! 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 Rina, what were you doing today? Welcome! Oh my god, Chew! Mwah! Hi, Rina! How was your stream? Welcome, Sleepyves! Did you guys have fun? What were you doing today? Were you guys having fun? Woo! 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 I'm so bad at doing the owl song and I want to get better at it. Ooh. Oh, disgusting. I want to get better at it. What did you guys do today, Sleepyves? Welcome in. Also, Rina, you sounded amazing in Yui's concert, her birthday concert, because I didn't get to hear the Kijo mix until the stream. You sounded amazing. I was channeling my inner Tai with the latest Kukyomi. Kukyomi. Kukyomi? What is that? Kukyomi? Eh? What? What is that? Rina Lunette. You sounded amazing in the concert. I don't know about that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Oh, it's the game Consider It. The Consider It game. Yes. Yes. I know this game. I've never played it, but I've seen a lot of people have fun with it. I hope you had fun, Rina. Also, by the way, if you guys didn't know or listen to it, on Valentine's Day, Rina released a cover of Tokubetsu Shite with Mamie, Pandora, and Isla and Nova. So if you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. It's very cute. And the art is very cute as well. But in Thai? Oh, so it's just in Thai? Like the language is Thai? Not Toka shilling me. I've listened to it several times. I love listening to it. I love listening to all of our covers. I have the... when I go on walks, I always have the SVP playlist playing. I was just listening to the SVP music playlist when I go on walks. I don't even listen to normal music anymore. The only time I listen to... The only time I listen to normal music nowadays is when I'm trying to learn a song. That's literally it. Every other time I'm just listening to SVP music. It's like my own personal radio. I don't know what it is. I find it really calming to listen to like the SVP girls sing. And it interests me because I always like, I think it's because I know everyone is like the feeling of like hearing someone you know and care about sing. It like makes you feel like really invested in like what you're listening to. Yeah, cute girl singing is peak. But thank you, Rina, for the raid. And if you need to take care of yourself after your stream, please don't be afraid to. And I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you for the raid. And Sleepy, today we're supposed to be making more progress on my... where did I put the iPad? Me when I'm like, we're doing a drawing stream. Where is my iPad though? Oh, it's over here. It's because I was charging my Apple Pencil. I still listen to the Parfait concert weekly. Really? That's crazy. Bro, my mixes were really bad for that one, but I'm happy you liked it. I didn't hop off, but I love you so much, and I hope the same for you too. Well, thank you, Rina. Have a good night. Mwah! I like, I do like the way we sounded in general, though. I just think my mixing wasn't the perfect, but it wasn't perfect for that concert. But hey, you know, some could say that I'm being too harsh on what it actually is. Oh yeah, I needed to pull up my Pinterest for this. So, today... When Token, you're singing Rose Poems and Fortune Cookie in my ear. I did like Rose Poems a lot. I feel like that suited our voices really well. But I'm also a huge Revstar stan, so I'm also 1000% always going to be biased towards any Revstar song. Doesn't matter who sings it. If someone's singing Revstar, I'm always like, what a good, phenomenal choice. Amazing choice. Because I'm such a huge stan of it. Like, maybe... Ooh, 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 eh. Ooh, ooh, eh. Ooh, ooh, eh. Ooh, ooh, eh. That reminds me, I've got to watch episode 5 to 8 of Revstar to keep up with the watch along I'm in. Yeah! Oh my god, oh my god! Oh! Wait, what episode does it happen in? What episode is it? Oh my god, yeah! Oh. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Oh, episode 7 is my favorite episode of Revstar. Episode 7 is when the plot gets more real. So I'm excited for you to watch 5 through 8. I have no clue where the plot is going, but it's cute. I know, it's like, I feel like in the beginning it's because it's like setting up the scene. It has less of like a coherency to it, I think. You know who also loves Revstar is Rina Lunette. I'm drinking today the green, the regular Oi Ocha and sweetened green tea. It's interesting to me, the bottle is always interesting to me how it feels in your hand. It has like very distinct curvature to it. But no, the... Oh my god, Revstar. I want to do a watch along of that soon. Maybe in April. I was telling Serena that. I might do it in April, leading up to my birthday. Because I did that last year. I did that last year when I was like really stressed out. I was like, I'm too stressed out working on my birthday stuff this year. I can't do regular streams. Let's just do watch-alongs. So we watched like all that stuff last year because I was like, I'm too stressed to do anything. Let's just watch something. I already know what happens in it. It's because I'm really good at being a content creator. But we'll probably do that this year again with Revstar, with Serena, and maybe anyone else I can convince to be there, like Lemmy. I don't think it would be really nice to watch it. Especially because I feel like it's kind of like a... If you pull up for 3 streams, you can get it done sort of vibe. Because I've shown them the first episode once when we were in a call together and I was drunk and I was like, please watch this with me, and then we watched the first episode together. I think the first 2 episodes actually. Oh, I love doing that to them. I'll be like, guys, I'm drunk and I want to watch this show, and then they sit down and watch it with me. Which is fine, because when Lemmy's drunk, she just shows me a bunch of Macross MVs. She'll be like, let's watch this song, and then let's listen to this song. And then I'm like, okay. I don't care, sure. So like in theory, I know a lot of Macross songs. I just don't actually know any of the names, but I like them. I love all the Macross music I've listened to. I don't think I have a single one that I dislike. I just like some more than others. Like I love Ikanai Borderline. I love Dancing in the Moonlight. I love what do you call it? The one that's like, oh yeah, Hametsu no Junjo. I like the intros. Both of the intros are really good too. The cross watch along has been really great so far. I'm really glad I'm finally watching it. Yeah, I am very happy I'm finally watching it. I feel like I'm being educated because there are certain shows that I haven't watched that are pretty integral to like the sort of like anime idol vibe of like the sphere of it, I guess. And I feel like, especially for a lot of VTubers really like Macross. So I feel like I'm being educated because of that. You know? Same with like a couple other shows that I haven't watched. Like I've never watched any Idol Master stuff. Which, I mean, I feel like a lot of the idol scene, for especially anime idol stuff, it's like people always talk about Idol Master, but I don't know like any Idol Master. Same with Bandori. Oh my god, I don't know anything about Bandori, but I feel like I should know stuff about Bandori, you know? Because everyone knows Bandori, and everyone knows Bandori songs. Like, the fact that I don't know Rosalia songs always really gets Lemmy, because Lemmy's like, you would really sound good singing Rosalia songs, and I'm always like, I'm sure if I listened to it more, maybe. But that's my fault, you know? Because I only really, like, got into Revstar and Love Live. And, I mean, I guess I like some obscure ones, too. You know what? Another idol show I really want to watch is, I really want to watch the... Especially because it's over now, so I can just binge it. But I haven't had the time yet, is, I really want to watch, I'm blanking. Why? Precure! Oh my god. I want to watch the Idol Precure, the like Idol season of Precure specifically. Like because I liked the music and I liked how hopeful it was and it looked really cute. I loved the designs. So I gotta decide to lock down and watch that one. But recently I've just been busy watching Oshinoko and obsessing over Oshinoko and also like obsessing over Olympic figure skaters and like obsessing over fanfiction that I'm reading on the side while also trying to force myself to work because I don't want to and I feel like being lazy recently, but I don't have time to do that. So especially with the deadlines that I have, so I haven't been doing that. Smiles. Though I could. Can you imagine? I'm like, no more work. I quit my job. I just only read fanfiction. That'd be so crazy. But like, what'd you call? But I've like, I realized, and I haven't done it. I did like 3 days, like 2 weeks ago, or I guess, or I don't know. I think it was like a mix of the weeks ago's, where I went to bed earlier and I woke up earlier, and oh my god, guys, it like is really amazing. And then I told myself I would keep doing it, and then I didn't. So now I'm just still tired. But like, for real, I genuinely, that was like pretty amazing. Like I was like, whoa. I was like, damn, it's so cool to like go to bed early. It like really makes you feel good when you wake up. I should keep doing it. And then I didn't. In fact, I'm on a very low amount of sleep because... Okay. So, you probably saw me in Yui. Like, it's cause like sometimes I do sleep a lot. Like there are days where like I crash at like 10 and I don't wake up until like 1 p.m. the next day on a weekend. Sometimes I'm so tired by the end of the week that on like Friday night I'll like literally crash at like 10. Like I cannot stay awake. And then I wake up at like 1 p.m. the next day and I still feel tired. And I don't even feel better. But I fucking slept that long. But like, what is it called? On the but um it was so funny because I was awake all night on Friday night because I was editing some stuff that I needed to get done for a event, which I'm sure you'll see. I think you'll see it soon, actually. I don't remember what the actual timeline is for that, but I'm sure you'll see it soon. I was editing, and I'm really slow at editing. Like I don't know how I rushed the MV for the Call Me Baby, because I did the Call Me Baby video for Axia last year. I did that in like basically 5-ish days, which is like not incredible for someone who would be good at music videos. I'm sure like if I was actually good at music videos, it would look better and also would have been done in like 3 days. But I'm really bad at making music videos. I just have the capacity to use the program to make it. So it looked mediocre, but it like I don't know how I did it so fast. I'm not normally able to do something like that quickly. I think it was just stress and timelines and staying up and not sleeping. But I was video editing stuff. And so like the thing of, especially if you're editing stuff, and you have a lot of layers of items, is that it can be helpful to export certain parts and then layer it over itself in a different save or by deleting the old ones. But then to do that, you also have to like delete, like, or you have to render that layer. And then the same was like for if you're editing and then you want to and you use like a VTuber model or something, like something that you have to chroma key out, then if you're doing that you're gonna put on like a chroma key layer, and like those like filters like that in programs like After Effects are like heavier, so it's harder to see like a second of your work play back to you. And then also when you add on features like that, especially with a lot of layers, then it renders out, right? And this render takes like 20 minutes. And so there's 20 minutes that you can't work on the project, but you still have to work on the project, so you wait for 20 minutes and do something else. But then at that point 20 minutes have gone by and all you were doing was waiting, so then you have to continue for the next part and render another layer out, and then that takes another 20 minutes, which is awesome, phenomenal, super cool. But then you end up staying up like the whole night because you have to edit these things, and then you realize that Usachi Yui has already started her stream for the next day, which was so crazy to me. I was like, I literally thought I would have gone to bed earlier that night, but then like it took forever. And like I had like a really strict deadline I had to meet that night, so I ended up turning it in. I'm hoping you guys will like it whenever you get to see it. I think it's really fun. I think I was really funny, and I think it's really fun. I think it's sometime in March you'll get to see whatever this is. In like March, I think. What else? It was so funny when I was like looking at YouTube and I saw Yui's stream start. I was like, hello? She's so much stronger than me, bro. Like, that's such an early stream. Well, I guess for her it wasn't as early because like there's the time zone difference. But for me, if I stream, like, oh my god, jump scare. What? What? Why is YouTube making me relog in? Okay, sorry. I have to relog in. What? I have to... Why? Huh? Yes. That was so random. They were like, on my OBS, it was like, relog into your account. Why? but I was just logged in. Why are you kicking me out? Anyway. What is it called? The, oh my god, my body! Bring her back. Bring back my body. I love toggles. They work really well. It was so... Oh, that was what it was we were talking about. Was like, I went to, I watched like part of her stream and then I went to bed. But it was so funny because, by the time I fully finished, like, going ready to sleep, it was like 10:30. And then we had the collab at 2. So, I ended up, like... And it took a while for me to fall asleep, so I don't think I fell asleep until, like, maybe 11, and then I woke up at 1:30. So then I woke up at 1:30, so that I could be in the stream at 2. So that was, like... 12, 1... That was, like, 2.5 hours of bed. And then I didn't have time to eat before... the collab. So then we did the collab, and then I didn't have time to eat between the collab and the call-in because I was drawing the emote for her birthday. So then I did that. And then I was like, can I nap now? But then I noticed that the 3D concert was like in an hour and a half. And then I was like, oh my god, I can't take a nap. So then I ended up being like, well, I'm really hungry and I don't want to cook. So then I walked to a place near me to eat. And then I got back in time to watch the show and the end of her thing. And then after that, I was like, maybe I'll take a nap right now. But then I didn't have time to take a nap because I was like, oh, I should work on this other thing. So I worked on this other thing. And then I looked, I responded to this message by Rina about this thing that she wanted to do. And I was like, oh my god. And we started talking. And then she's like, do you want to call? And I was like, yes. And then we called until 5 a.m. in the morning. And then I like wanted to wake up so I could work on stuff today. So I went to bed at like 6 because it was 5 was when I ended, but then like I was hungry, so I made a snack and ate that. So then at like 6 I went to bed, and then I woke up at I think 11. Well, Serena's in a different time zone than I am. So, I think she was more like... What time was it for her? More like... I think it was like... She was up till 8. But she was asleep before that. She took a nap. She was like, yeah, I took a nap from like 10 until like when we started talking, which was like around 3. So she was like... Had like around 5 hours, I think, of sleep at that point. And then because then we get to call and we were like working on something, which you'll probably see this week. You'll probably see something fun this week because we did that call. We're like working on something. Okay. Let me pull up my where is my thing? What is it called? Air server. There we go. Let me connect this. I have to... Okay, if I want to connect this, I have to go into airplane mode and focus mode. Do not disturb. And then I want to connect this to here and show up. Okay, and then we do this. We do this. Oh, why did that happen? Can I connect, please? Screen mirroring. Okay. Touch this. Touch this. Then I want to plug in my iPad because it's not like it's dying, but it's not like it's fully charged. I sucked all the battery out of it charging my Apple Pencil before. Ooh. Wait, my Discord isn't plugged in, is it? Me when I get a sample of something because I feel like it, I'm gonna listen to it when I'm in this. I don't think that played anything on this side. Sick. Ooh, that's sick. That is sick. Sick. Me when I I love responding to Discord DMs when I'm in a stream. It's always so funny. I'm so bad at it too. Like, cause like I feel like Yui and Serena are oh, and Lemmy. No, well, not always Lemmy. Lemmy gets really focused, but I'm distractible. But like Serena and Yui are really, really good at typing like quickly. Like they can stream and type a response extremely quickly, and I don't know how they do that because it takes so much brain power for me to be able to read something and then respond to it, and I type rather slowly in response. Wait, why did my freaking thing disconnect again? I didn't even get the chance to... Okay, 1 second. I didn't even get the chance to freaking... Can this connect? Please connect. I'm requesting. Okay, okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. I don't know why it looks blurry. Who cares? Who cares? Okay. Let me just do this. It should capture air server. Eh? What? What? Oh, this is a different layer. Okay, that's fine still though. Okay, let me move myself. And then... There we go. Am I like too... like... There. I feel like that works. Ugh. That's like a good amount of me being gigantic on the screen. Okay. So I decided that I feel like I decided that I feel like, what was that? That was so weird. Okay. See, why is the air server acting so odd? I decided that, like, look at it. Look at how badly it's lagging. Why is that happening? Okay. No, yeah, it's lagging a lot. See, do you see that? Can you see that it's kind of like lagging? Like it's not smoothly. Okay, it's better now. I don't know what that was. It was so odd. Okay. So I decided that I'm thinking, I hate this like bow thing that I started, like, but I'm gonna like leave it for now because maybe I'll find a way to fix it later. But that I really want to fix this part of her outfit. Like I feel like something at this point looks wrong. Like this belt looks really wrong to me. I really can't explain it. And I'm wondering if it's like the height or if it's the way that it goes up. Like maybe we should... Maybe it could be like crescented. You know? Like... Maybe the corset could be like this? Or something? Or like... Like I just feel like the shape was really weird before. Or like if it should be like a long corset, you know? When we're like... Huh? Okay. Or like if the corset should go under the boob. Like this, you know? But I just feel like that's too like sexy. Like I want this area. This area right now is my problem area. I don't know what to do with this part of her body. I'm also wondering if maybe a part of what I'm having an issue with is that I think like if I like maybe if I draw the hair, I'll understand what I want to do with the outfit more. Because I feel like maybe that's why it's like the shape of the general design isn't really making sense to me or something. But like that's the only thing I can think of so far, like of why I think this generally has like not the look that I want it to have. Is there something else I can use as a reference for this? Oh, maybe something like this. Okay, I'm looking at a reference right now. Maybe if we do there's like this panel. It's not even, but that's fine. We would fix it later. Is this a... Why is there Halloween music? What about this one? Is this only sleepy music? No, this is too sleepy. I'll fall asleep. We need something more bopping. Yeah, this is fine. Like this or something. And then there's like a thing where it would connect to here. Maybe it goes to here. Like it's one of those like tall corsets. Like, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at Hio actually. She has something like this, like on her corset for her original model. Mokami. Like that other bust corset that goes around the side of like the boobs. Maybe we do that and then I changed this sleeve on this side because it was asymmetrical, which maybe I didn't like. Maybe I didn't like that. Maybe instead they both have like, she has side sleeves on this side too. Maybe that will like fix it for me. You know, like that. This. Still the thing with the moon. And this side could have like, instead of having like the chain like that goes down and around, maybe this one has like, I want to include a star on this side because this is the side that the sleep eeps are on. Maybe this has like star charm. Like maybe just one star charm. No, I don't like that. Actually, what if it was... like... on the side like that. Then there's like a star on that sleeve. The moon charm dangling on the other, so there's a little bit more asymmetry. And then she still has something covering where the belt would be on the pants, so I don't have to draw that. And then, she still has, like, her boobs are bigger. And instead, this is like, this top is like tucked into this thing that goes like that, you know? Like this. And then she still has this like idol thingy here, which I always see with the frills. Still don't know how I feel about this ribbon, but I do think the collar is cute. It has the thing here, and the gem in the center, and the bow. Because idols always have a bow. She has her glove. Idols also always have gloves. And I do like this detail I did for the cuff. I think the cuff is really good. Just have to think about what I want to do on the other side. I think that's good too. That looks a lot more cohesive. And it's like contained, but it needs more shape because it's contained. You know what I mean? Because it's so contained, it needs something that's gonna make it pop a little bit more. So maybe we'll put a bow on the back or something. Something needs to make it like open. It needs more poof. Let me see. What do people do with this type of design? Oh, ooh, okay. This could work. Okay. This one does like a bow here. With like a part here. But that like overlaps with the fluffiness of the pants. Maybe we'll still instead it does like just the bow. Maybe the bow is the problem, the way I'm trying to draw this bow. What does Serena's bow look like again? Where's your rough sheet, girl? I need to look at it. Serena, where's your rough sheet? Princess, give me a rough sheet, princess. It like falls down differently. Okay, maybe like this. So then we're like have it giving that, it's adding to the flow direction, which I think is what I wanted. Like that. And then this. Oh, I'm so bad at drawing like ribbons cascading. It's like one of my enemies, bro. Like, holy, that was bad. Shit. Oh, okay. Like that, you know. But maybe to like make it fit better, we could do like would that work? No, that looks ugly. Okay, take it back. I take it back. Like this. Oh, oh, don't look at that. No, we'll refine it later. I just need to draw this stupid ribbon so I can have it. So like adds dimension. And that means on her back she'll have a bow. She will have an Uma tail. But a lot of the times the Uma tails just sort of like flow out, you know? Like it'll probably just be this. There'll be a tail. And then... well, there was this art. Let me open this image in a new tab so I can zoom in on it. There's one reference I had here of like design I kind of liked for her. For her head accessory. Was like but I mean I guess I should put it, but that would make Rina a male Uma. Or maybe I just erase the head thing that she currently has and then just move it up, because I wanted to do like so like she has her still the same shape, you know, with like star design. And then like, but I wanted it to have like a full circle and then like feathers. You know? But I guess I could just do that by like taking this gray. Oh, it needs to be fully. There we go. Oh, this is not working. Okay. Fixing it right now. This color is different here. We need to match these strokes with this color. Oops, it's too big. Oh, it's too big. Maybe we get rid of the line completely first, and then I'll draw the lines over it. Even thinner. There you go. Like, you can't even tell I erased it. That's extreme cope. That's such extreme cope. You can't even tell I removed it. When I draw with a more pixelated pen. Maybe I can blend it in a little bit. Maybe like, so blur it a little bit. Blurring this might help. And just like blur it in, you know? That helped a lot more. Okay, then I need to go back to my other brush. Maybe I just need it. Oh, wrong layer, wrong layer. I think I don't like that. I think I don't like it. I think I don't like it. You know? What if I... This... Get this off. I need to draw this with a lighter pen because otherwise I won't see it. Like... Then like... Maybe put like... I wanted to have something to go around the edge, maybe. Be like... And then there's like... So a feather over there. No, that's too, like, egregious. I think just simple is fine. Like that, you know? I feel like that's kind of cute. That works. I think I do need to make the ears different though. Like that. More like delicate, thin, tall, you know? Like from a distance, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now we have to draw like feet, like boots, and the other cuff for the other side. If I even do a cuff, I mean I should do a cuff. Either a cuff or we'll do like something cuff-like. And then also do the hair. Who do you think would have the largest horse ears? So I think Lemmy, Serena would have smaller horse ears. I think Perry would have medium-sized ears. I think Nano's would be medium-sized. And I think Yui's would be big. So would be Rina's. Mine would be on the bigger side, but not as big as... Maybe not as big as Rina's. I don't know. Maybe something like that? I guess we'll see when I draw them. You would have 76 inches of ears or whatever she always says. Really? Does she always say that? I just know that I think Yui would have, like, longer ears just because I think it would look like it's very, like, rabbity, I think. And she's not a rabbit, but she's a sea bunny. I'll probably end up making her ears the same size as they are in our model. Maybe I'll draw Rina's hair first. I hate drawing shoes. Like, do I want to give her, like... What is her name? Biwa Hayahide hair? Like... What type of hair? Ooh, and there's also, like... Well, she's not a dog, by the way. She's a wolf. But... I feel like... I think if they're too big, it would look weird on her character. But they'd not be small. They'd be, like, medium-sized. Actually, she's a wolf. Like... Maybe this? It's basically a mystery? I'm pretty sure it's on her debut. Ain't it? Yeah, she's a wolf girl. I was like, there's no way that I don't know that she's a wolf. Like, that's not wrong, is it? This is not working out. This like that, maybe? No. That, maybe. I feel like a is it? Like the way that the type of bang looks. It has to go this way to avoid her thing, her monocle. Giving her like fluffy, elegant hair. How do I do this? Okay, I want it to be like I want her middle bang to be like sort of flowy. How do I do this? Or maybe I just do it like that, like no, like like maybe where's the oh, there's a good reference. Okay. Like I want it to be this way, and then it just has like that. And then she still has the purple streak here. But maybe instead of that we do like a crescent moon ahoge here. And that can be her purple streak. Then behind her we'll do maybe she can have, I feel like that's very elegant, just like a I was gonna do long trailing, but I'm not good at that type of hair, so maybe not that. Actually, I take it back. Maybe not that. Maybe like what's elegant? Like something clean but long and poofy. Like what does rice shower hair look like again? Rice shower. Oh, I guess we could try something like that. It's like It's very swoopy. How does the back of it, though? Not that we have to think about how the back of it looks, honestly. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. That can work. It's like kind of like bird feather layers. Very regal looking right now. Well, I need it to be like this actually if I want to do it. Okay. Then we're gonna draw her feet, her shoes. And also we can add in this we'll add for her shoes. It's hard because like you think traditionally if someone's wearing shorts they should be wearing a boot. But do they want to? Does she give them? I don't know. I mean, she already has boots. Maybe like cute boot shoes instead. Maybe like, yeah, like these sort of vibe. Like because then it's like still more of a boot, but still kind of feminine, you know? And like stuff. I don't know. So I didn't want to give. I just don't want to give her like the same sort of vibe of shoe that she currently has right now. I just don't know how I feel about the thigh-high sock. And I don't want her to be wearing like tights because I feel like her thighs are so juicy. Like, how do we preserve her juicy thighs? Oh, this is cool, actually. I don't know why my mic has been crackling so much today. I've been trying to figure this out. My mic's been crackling a lot, and I don't really know how to fix it. Like, maybe... okay. Maybe, like... It might be something with the cable, because I've tried plugging it in and out. I've tried, like, I've tried setting it up different ways. I've tried moving where the cables are in terms of, like, touching each other. Be like... That's too big. Her thigh. I'm trying to do like a leg thing. Ooh, okay, wait, maybe for her boots we'll do... Maybe we'll do something like her cuff. It's like... Oh, how I wish her model was symmetrical so I could easily do this without having to do it again. Feet like, hi Yui! We love you, Miss Yui. I hope you're recovering well after your amazing birthday extravaganza, Queen. I hope you know earlier on the stream I was showing everyone your birthday art that you have on the website for your merch and talking about how your foot is out in it. Like, I don't know. Maybe... These shoes are so hard. I hate fucking designing shoes. I don't like shoes in that way. They're not like... shoes don't appeal to me, you know? They don't appear extremely interesting to me. You know what I mean? Maybe like... Maybe just taller boots instead. Maybe we'll do like... This. Oh, this can be kind of like what I had the original idea of, which is like a feather. Like this, you know? So the design is more unique to shape. Into a moon star. Like this. And like this. Like that could be cool. Then we need something for her thigh. Maybe we'll do... Because, you know, thighs need something. Show... Let me find something to do on her thigh. I need a reference for her thighs. So I don't want to do the same belt. I feel like that would be weird. Well, not weird, but I feel like it wouldn't be interesting. You know what I mean? Like she needs something like a little sparkle, you know, for her thigh. She needs a sparkle for her thigh, you know? Let's see. Oh, this is kind of cute. Okay, maybe something like this. Like, actually, no, I don't think that works with this design, though. That's just cute, but it doesn't fit this. Maybe... it's like too much emptiness. There needs to be something that like pops. Too empty over there. Maybe. Why are none of the designs I'm looking at right now? Why are none of these inspirations? None of them have freaking thigh garters anymore. What did I do wrong? Where did I leave the part where everyone had the thigh garter on? Yeah, maybe something like this. Okay, maybe we do. Maybe we'll do.
Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby.
Wah! Thank you, Finale, for being a member for 14 months. Our clarity, Yui told us to call you cute, so please know you're pretty cute. Oh, ew, thank you. Ew, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Raz, for the tips. Sending lots of love and support to the lovely goddess. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Raz. Thank you, Raz. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you, guys. You guys are crazy. Thanks, I guess. Ew. Thanks. Ew. Thanks. Maybe we'll do like this.
Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby.
Wait, thank you, Raz, for being a member for 6 months. Toka's adorable and cute, wonderful and lovely. Toka is amazing, dear goddess. Toka love. Thank you, thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you. You do like a star here instead, actually. Then also have like a tip to the ribbon. And maybe for her cuff on this side we'll do, maybe I'll just do both the same type of cuff. You know? Like that. And then what we do is we'll add like that, maybe. Like that looks pretty good, don't you think? Like this. Just outlining it so I can see it when I look from farther away. Yeah. Like that's a pretty coherent design, I think. We can go with this. I think this looks good. And if we want to add something next time, we can add something next time. But I think this will be like the final draft design, and then next time we do the stream, I will line art it and then color it in. But I think this is really cute, and it keeps like the elements of like having the sort of feathery parts, having like the star and moon parts, and also keeping it very idle, which was like the main goal. Like I wanted it to be very idly, and I think it looks very idly. While also like having parts that are like a little bit like more like owly too. But yeah, this will be the final design for tonight, and then we will what do you call? We will be what do you call? I'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably like a Zatsu or karaoke thing. I don't know, but it's gonna be like the last stream I do this week before I go on my trip. So, I'll be doing that. But, I'm sure you'll hear about where I'm going next week as well. But, I will see you guys back again next week. Probably on Monday, like, so I'll be streaming this Monday, and then the next stream I'll have back will be on Monday again. But I will be streaming with someone while I'm gone on my trip, so you will also see that. And then there will be something fun this week that'll be released. Hopefully 2 things. There's like there's a delay on something that I'm waiting to release right now, so which is fine, you know, everyone sometimes delays happen. But ideally that will be releasing this week, so there'll be content for you while I'm gone. And I have a short as well planned for when I'm gone too, but you'll see I'll post on social media and stuff. But let me find someone to raid for now. Let me find someone. Where's my rating screen? Let me see. Live customization. And we will be rating into we're gonna be rating into Happy 2-year anniversary for maybe Majoko Mamie. We'll be rating into Mamie. But for now, you will hear from me about the stream probably tomorrow, and if I don't post the schedule, because I don't know why I would post the schedule if I'm only streaming one day, you'll see the waiting room up. It'll be around the time I normally stream, which is like around now, so, or like not around now, but like, you know, at like 7-ish will probably be when I stream tomorrow. But I will see you guys soon, and thank you for hanging out with me. And for being here while we finished up to this design, and then when I come back, we will finish up the design as well. We'll do the line art and stuff. But thank you so much for a fun hangout today. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, 3, 2, 1. Wah! Tokaku.